Hello everyone, yes, another pickups video. Yeah, I've got to get this underway. There's a lot of stuff here. This will be stuff including a trade I did with Weeble, stuff I've picked up in charity shops, online, stuff I bought at the Cardiff Gaming Market, and stuff that the girlfriend won from the Turnbury Titans 24-hour live stream. So there's a lot to get on with. But we'll go with the first pickup, this hat. Yeah, a Silent Hill 2 hat. I wanted it because I thought we'll be in Cardiff, it'll be raining, keep my head dry, stop me looking bolder than I am. But yeah, no, it didn't turn up in time, so got to find a use for it now. I should wear it in this video. Right, what we'll start off with then, it was, first of all we will go with the game I've picked up for the Club 52, which is Alex Kidd in Shinobi World. So yeah, I've been playing through this. I am not good at this on real hardware. I haven't beaten it on real hardware. I've tried it on the Analog Pocket, and I beat it on there because the controls were smooth as anything on that. I think my controller might just be a bit dodgy on my Master System, but I do have another Master System up there somewhere, so I'll dig that out and change controller. But yeah, it's a fun little game. Doesn't seem very difficult if you can control it. Yeah, just a little platformer and you can like spin around things. I don't want to talk about it too much anyway, because we're going to talk about this on stream. Hopefully I will have beat it on real hardware by then. It is complete, but it's currently in my Master System, so it came with a manual. But no hang tab, but never mind. So, there's that one. Then, actually, I'll do this one as well. This was from Sean, Retro Games Revived. Ages ago, I put out a collection of my Game Gear games, and he messaged me saying that he had a random sealed Game Gear game that he just wanted to pass my way, which he has. I haven't had a chance to play it, I haven't opened it or anything. It is Super Battle Tank. American, of course. I'm pretty sure it is just like the old Battle Tank kind of game. Is it Battle Zone or whatever? I don't know. But yeah, it's like a first-person tank shooty kind of game. That's what it looks like on the back. No, actually nothing about it, but we will give it a go. Not going to keep it sealed. It doesn't need to be sealed. Right. Yeah, what I'll do, I'll start with the trade I did with Weeble. He saw that I had some stuff on Swap Shop, and some stuff I'd had about a year before, but we never worked something out. In the end, he said, "Oh, go for it. I'm slimming down some of my collections of things. What would you want to trade for this?" Basically, he wanted things that either he could put into his collection or he could just trade to CEX, because the things he gave me, he can't trade to CEX. So he needed to buy stuff for his collection rather than this stuff that I've got from him. It's hard for me to explain this. I worked out to get a couple of bits off of him, like a couple of games for this system, a UMD, and a sleeve cover for the girlfriend. So we'll start with the sleeve cover. It's the Legend of Zelda Wind Waker sleeve, which now has, I haven't got it out, now has a copy of Wind Waker in it. Doesn't want to come out. So yeah. But he had I think this was his spare one, so yeah, I don't want to. It's just going to seem, to me, it's going to seem like a one-sided trade now, but it wasn't originally. Because I only wanted this UMD, which is Silent Hill experience. This is the last thing I needed for like the random kind of Silent Hill bits. Like, I've got all of the PSP Silent Hill stuff now, including the UMD of the movie. But yeah, this, I used to have this years ago. It's got a couple of like, I think it's got interactive comics on it, some trailers, and some FMVs. I don't think there's really not much on it. I haven't even, to be honest, given it a go again. It's one of those things that's not worth its going value on CEX, which is about 50 quid, I think. I don't know why. Right. Was that, then I wanted a couple of games from this stack here. It was like 2 or 3 games. But I'll tell you what happened. Basically, I wanted this one, which is a WWE Aftershock for the N-Gage. Yeah. wrestling game. I haven't had a chance to play any of these yet. I have been rushed off my feet, but I'm hoping it plays well, because I do like... The N-Gage is actually surprisingly impressive for what it is, but it only has a very small screenshot on the back, which doesn't show much. I don't know what it plays like. I'm hoping alright. And, yeah, basically he had a load of swaps of these as well, and just turned up and said, take them. So I ended up with a lot more stuff than I intended to. So he gave me a copy of Tomb Raider, the original one on the N-Gage, a game I've already got, so I can pass this on to anybody who needs it. And MotoGP, again, a game I've already got, so happy to pass that on if anyone needs it. Then I was SSX Out of Bounds. So I haven't played them yet, so I'm intrigued to see how they run. This is one I did play years ago. It was a Red Faction. I remember this playing okay for an N-Gage game, but it's been a very long time. Then we got Pathway to Glory. I'm not actually too sure what this is. I think it might be a top-down kind of strategy game. Or it could be a first-person shooter. I don't know. I haven't played it yet. Bit of Virtua Tennis. So yeah, I've never played a bad version of Virtua Tennis, so I am intrigued to give that one a go. I don't know whether or not I'll put gameplay footage for everything in this video, because there's a lot coming up. Then we've got The Sims Busting Out. I played this, I think it was on the Game Boy Advance or something, so I wonder if it's very similar to that. I remember it being more like a story-focused Sims game, but I don't know if that is. I'm breaking things. Pretty sure this was one of the ones I asked for. It was Colin McRae Rally 2005. So yeah, I just love a racer, and I love the Colin McRae Rally series. Wanted to know how to play the N-Gage. Basically, he's just beasted up my N-Gage collection. We got Super Monkey Ball. I imagine that's going to play great. I don't see why it wouldn't. It's a really easy premise, and it rolling a monkey and a ball around to a goal. It works on everything I've played it on. I think it's even on the Game Boy Advance, which worked well. Then Rayman 3. Yeah, this doesn't look like the usual Rayman 3. I think it's a side-scroller, by the looks of it. So I'm intrigued by that. Then we've got Pandemonium. I've played this on the PS1. I imagine it's pretty much similar. It's like a 2.5D platformer game. But yeah, N-Gage version. Looking forward to it. By the way, I didn't clear him out of N-Gage games. This is just... it was his swaps pile as well as some bits I asked for. This one, I originally was going to try and work out a deal with it. But I said to him, look, mate, it's like an 80 quid game. We'll just leave that one. And he turned up and he gifted it to me, which was a Bomberman. It's just going to be like standard Bomberman, isn't it? But everybody loves a bit of Bomberman. But yeah, honestly, thank you. You went above and beyond on this, and I feel bad about it. Sonic N. Is this very close to Sonic Advance? Or a bit like the one on the Neo Geo? Is it like that? Which I think was also like Sonic Advance, wasn't it? But with a few tweaks. I can't remember. Yeah, and actually these were the other two I wanted off him. We had Glimmerati. I think that's how it's pronounced. It's a like top-down little racer. From everything I saw of it, it just looked interesting. And surprisingly, quite a pricey one now. For a laugh, he's left the amount he paid for it in there. There is a receipt in this for £2.99. It's worth more than that now. And the one that when he showed this, I didn't know existed, so I needed it. Is a King of Fighters Extreme. I can't read today. So yeah, didn't know there's a King of Fighters game on the N-Gage. So intrigued to see how it plays. But I will get around to this. I've had all this stuff sitting here for ages and just haven't got to it. there were some other little bits. He gave me a couple of 360 games which I could use for cases, or a slipcover that I think was missing off mine. A manual for a GameCube game. I was missing a manual for Tiger Woods. He randomly had one of them. But this, he knows I want to get one of these, and he said I have to start my collection. It's something I always wanted before it came out. And yeah, it was too expensive when it came out. I couldn't afford it. Then it crashed and burned, and you never see anything for it. But he has started me off. I don't have the system, but I will get one. I have a copy of Richard Burns Rally on the Gizmondo. If you know nothing about this, it is the weirdest looking handheld ever. To be honest, the graphics on it look impressive, but it was a train wreck of a release. I think it only come out in the UK? I don't know. But the guy who made it was involved in some like stuff with the mafia or something. He ended up crashing a sports car. It's really bizarre. But yeah, one day I will get to play this. I will say this is really overkill. The size of this case, for the size of a Gizmondo game, insane. Why? Always wanted one. The only problem with them is now they were made with that kind of rubbery texture that a lot of like early 2000s electronics used, and they've all started to perish. So if you can't, Duncan has said he's cleaned one up before and it works out all right. But yeah, they've basically all started to melt. So, I don't know. Right. We'll go with... What should we go with next? I don't know, actually. I was trying to think of this in an order. But I'll do stuff that I picked up at the Cardiff Gaming Market next. When it came to the Cardiff Gaming Market, I met up with some people there. I met up with Callum, Retro Ghetto, and a few people from his Discord. So it was James, Connor, Tony Wizbits, Craig, Steve, Holly, Roy, Nikki, and Dex. Hopefully I haven't forgot anyone. But yeah, we all went to NQ64 for a few drinks and just had a good relaxed time. So I really, really enjoyed it. It was actually the first market I've ever been to. So yeah, I don't have a metric to put them against, but I could tell it felt like it was overcrowded for what it was. It was really small and cramped into a small space, but I really enjoyed it. I still found stuff that I was looking for. Well, I didn't go there with anything in mind, but it's stuff that I've been after, so I did pick up a few bits. I also met Tooty for the first time and Fob, so that was good to meet you. Other than that, what else happened in Cardiff? I don't know. Stayed in one of those weird little almost pod hotels, but not like the really coffin style ones. Just like a small room with a simulated window. Oh, I did beat Retro Ghetto at Street Fighter, so 3 times. Just throwing it out there. You may have beat me out run though. But yeah, what did I pick up from the Cardiff Game Market? Oh, also, I'm really annoyed that I didn't bump into Retrohead Steve, Metropolis, and Goodwin's Place, who are bimbling around. But yeah, I'm short. I couldn't see anyone. But yeah, okay. Right, I'm gonna shut up. What did I find? What did I buy? Up first, bit of a cheapie. What Tin Hearts on the PS4? It just looks like a really interesting game. Yeah, I think it's 3D platformy kind of game. Not overly sure. I remember seeing a trailer for it for a very long time and just forgot about it. So yeah, when I saw it, I had to grab it. I think it was like 10 quid or something. I don't know. I have to say, with the prices there, they weren't too bad. A lot of them seemed a little bit above CEX, but not too bad. Then I found a copy of Vampire the Masquerade, the New York bundle from a PS4 horror set. This is a collection of like horror visual novels set in the Vampire the Masquerade universe. Yeah, I think it was like 20 quid sealed, so it's one of those ones, like, I don't know why it exists, but it might be pretty good. But I need it for the set. And these next two, this one's annoyed me because this was really in really good condition, and I put it on top of this other one that I bought, which was in a box protector. But for some reason, the box protector had some stickiness on it, which has pulled off a little bit of the card on the back of this. There. This was in good nick. But it's a Prinny, Can I Really Be the Hero? I think this has been out on the Switch now and that. Basically, you play as the little Prinny penguin dudes from Disgaea. So yeah, it's a little platformer. I think you've got like 1,000 lives to beat the game, and if you don't make it, you don't make it, kind of thing. I remember playing it years ago and thinking it was pretty good fun, but very hard. So yeah, I've always just been after a physical of it because I had it back on the old modded PSP. But good to own it now. This is the, I can't remember, is it Deluxe Edition or something? It comes with a soundtrack. But yeah, this was, I think it's 30 quid or 35 quid. Just really annoyed. How have I broke it since getting it home? But this is the thing that caused the issue. I've now taken it out of its little box protector. Where is it? I literally only noticed it before filming this. There you go. Pulled all that off. Didn't even know it was sticky. Stupid thing. Yeah, this is one that I've been after for a while. It's actually, I used to try and grab it when it was like 30 quid, but it never came in stock in CEX. Over time, it's just gone up and up and up. I think CEX sell it for 115 quid. It was 125 there. I'm not the kind of guy who's going to haggle. I don't do that kind of stuff. I just pay money. But it's Azure Dreams. Yeah, it's one of the few big hitters I still wanted on the PS1. It is like a little dungeon crawling game. I think you've got to ascend a tower. I've got the sequel to it on the DS, which is called like Tau something. I can't remember. But yeah, I've just always wanted to play it. I've always heard good things about it. So it is complete. It's actually in really, really nice shape. So I didn't mind the extra tenner over, even if it has just shaved some value off of Prinny. But never mind. If you don't know anything about that, the Mystery Dungeon games from Pokemon are based off of that as well, I think, off the top of my head. What else did I get? Got some mentions on this one. There was a game at the Gaming Market I was thinking about picking up and I didn't. And Dex got hold of me after he'd gone to a CEX after the market, saying he found it for cheaper. So he picked it up for me and sent it my way. So we've got a Predator Concrete Jungle on the PS2. This is one of the very few games, I might only be one now I need, for what could be considered a horror subset on the PS2. I think I'll have to double check, but I'm pretty sure I was that close. It's not an expensive game. I always remember playing it. I remember playing it back in the day, and it was quite fun. It was just like an open world kind of Predator game. It kind of reminds me of sort of like Prototype, if I remember rightly. But yeah, I remember it being quite good. I'm pretty sure it was open world. Don't know. It's been a long time. But yeah, he found it. Nice and complete. So, not going to grumble. Thank you, man. One more shout out to the people I met there. I've been after this game on the PS4 for the horror subset for a while. It's a German exclusive. We got it on the PS5 over here, and it's not very expensive. But there's one person on eBay been trying to sell one of these on the PS4 for like 150 quid for ages. And that's coming from like Poland or something, I think. But it just doesn't show up. And I was just chatting to people about it, and Nicky said that he had a way to get things from Germany because, yeah, it's very cheap in Germany. It's like 25 euros or something, I think it was. But so he said he'd sort me out for it, and yeah, he picked it up for me, and thank you, legend, absolute legend. But it's Dracula's Legacy. I have played and beat this. There's no platinum on it, so you won't see it popping up in a platinum challenge. It is a hidden object vampire game. It's, to be honest, I really enjoyed it. I've actually done it on both the Xbox and the PlayStation 4 now. But yeah, it's just a little hidden object game. Takes, I don't know, 2 hours or something. But it's got some of the worst acting and worst, just it's so cheesy, but I really enjoyed it. So yeah, I'm stoked to get that one knocked off of the horror subset for the PS4. It's one I don't ever see anyone talking about, so there's probably a reason for that. Next, we're just going to some standard pickups I've done. These were, I think these were charity finds. I got a copy of, I don't think I've got this, Burnout Paradise Remastered on the Xbox One. I'll have to double check, I'm pretty sure I don't have it. I think this was like £2. And then I got Team Sonic Racing. I think this was £4 or £6. I can't remember. I've been gathering this stuff up for ages, I can't remember. But I do like the Sonic Racing games. Not played this one, so. And to be honest, I'm not picking up much for physical Xbox stuff now, unless I find it in like charity shops and that. They just annoyed me. Never mind. That's for another day. Then I picked up a copy. I think this was a like deal of the day or something on Amazon. It is Tetris Forever. I think it was like $9.99 or something. It's a interactive documentary about Tetris. I am 1 trophy away from the platinum on this, and I consider myself quite good at Tetris, but I cannot seem to do it. You have to play on the old, like, the original version of Tetris, like on the Electronica 60 or whatever it was, like the Russian computer it was made on. It might not be a Russian computer, but it was made in Russia. Yeah, the reason why I struggle so much is you can't just hold left or right to move your piece. You have to tap to move the piece. Then there's no soft drops, so it's all hard drop everything. And the achievement is just to clear 100 lines. 100 lines in Tetris is easy. As soon as this hits level 9 at 90 lines, the speed it comes down, I cannot move the pieces physically left or right fast enough before they've hit the bottom. I think my best was like 98 lines, so I think I can do it. But yeah, I've played hours of it, and it's a crap version of Tetris, to be honest with you. You don't want to be spending all your time playing that. But yeah, it's like that old green and... You know, I think you can choose it to be black and white or green and black. But yeah, other than that, this would be a very, very easy platinum. And I was hoping it was going to be, but turns out that achievement's a bit of a bastard. But it has got loads of other different versions of Tetris on it, so it's actually a pretty interesting thing. I watched like all of the documentary on it, and it's genuinely interesting if you're into Tetris. But yeah, I wouldn't pay a lot for it if you're like hunting the trophies on it, because you'll be playing the worst version of Tetris for a long time. Bought this one. These are 2 Vinted pickups. So I picked up Biomutant. It's a game I've played on the Xbox, got the 1000 unit, really enjoyed it. I just thought I'd do it again. I thought this game was one that had like one of the best kind of open world kind of exploration things I've played in a game. The story's a bit meh. Voice acting's dreadful, but yeah, it's just really colourful. Everywhere you go seems different. It doesn't feel like you're going down copy and pasted areas. I'm pretty sure I have this on PS Plus, but I wanted a physical of it, so I just really enjoyed it. Want to do it again. This is one I didn't even know existed. I saw the picture of it on Vinted and I thought, okay, it must be Italian or something because there's a sticker on it. Didn't show the back of the case, so I thought, oh, it'll be an Italian version, it's cheap. It was like £6 or something. I think CEX set up at 12, I think it was 6. I can't remember. But yeah, it's Survivor Castaway Island. So it's like a mini game collection, basically, based on like the Survivor TV show. No, it does have English on the back of it. Apparently, it's absolutely dreadful. Which, yeah, I'm happy to play dreadful games. Pretty sure it doesn't have a platinum either, so that'll be for after the platinum challenge. What else have I bought? Jesus. This is one I showed off in my horror collection, but I'll put it into a pickups because it's a new pickup. It's the Bridge Curse 2 Extrication, or I can't remember how it's pronounced. But yeah, this was off of PlayAsia. I think it was like 30 quid or something. This is the Asian English one, so they've still got it in stock. You can choose whether you want the Japanese one or the Asian English one. So yeah, I just needed it for the horror set. And wasn't going to say no at that price. Oh, this was a charity find actually. This was £2. I just bought it because I needed a case. Because the girlfriend has bought me a game for Christmas, which I'm not supposed to know what it is. But she wanted me to test to see if it worked, because it was quite a pricey game. And I've done that for her, and the case was a bit battered. So I found a game in a charity shop with a very, very nice case. So yeah, it's just Guitar Hero Live. I don't have the guitar or the dongle. Well, I've got guitars. I think if you just swap out the dongle, you can use the Xbox guitar in it, I think. I don't know. It's a game I've beat on Xbox 360 and Xbox One with the 1000G. You can't do it anymore because they shut down the live service, which was the only good thing from this, because the songs on the actual disc are a bit crap. But yeah, just Guitar Hero with a 6-button controller, that one. I actually did enjoy the way it played, but never mind. This is one I don't even know how to pronounce the name of it. I didn't know what it was. It was one of those, again, Amazon deal of the day. I think it was like $9.99 again or something, $12.99. It's not really low. I thought maybe it's a horror game. I don't think it is. It might have some horror elements, but I think it's a top-down, like, or isometric tactical RPG, I think. It's Thaumaturge or something? I don't know. I know nothing about it. But it looked interesting. And it was cheap. We'll find out. And this is one that I've played on the Xbox. So I thought I'd grab the PlayStation version of it. It's one of those ones that I think one day, even though you see it a lot now, that it might become hard to find one day. That's all. But it's Still Wakes the Deep. It's a first-person, almost like an eldritch horror game set on an oil rig in Scotland, and there's like some thing chasing in all different cosmic stuff going. It's actually really good. I didn't finish it on the Xbox because I started my PlayStation Platinum Challenge, so I could just do this one. But yeah, it was cheap. I think it was 15 quid. I think. Right, this is nowhere near done. This is ridiculous. Then I was talking to people on Discord who were selling some stuff. I thought, if you can hold these till I'm paid, I'll grab them off you. It was a little collection of horror games. I'm somehow going for a PS5 horror set now. Not intentionally. I just seem to be picking them up as and when I see them. But we got this one first. We have Numata. I think that's how it's pronounced. This looks like it's going to be a walking simulator, but I don't think it is. I think it's got shooting and stuff in it. But I think it's pretty short. I also think it's supposed to be pretty bad, but it's on the perp set. So yeah, it looked interesting. I will try put some footage of these ones on if I remember. But there's so much in this pickups video. I don't know if I'll put much footage in. This one, it looks like budget Outlast, basically. We have Scholar's Mate. Yeah, basically you're in a building getting chased by some dude. Has a very kind of weird front cover when you take the slip off. But yeah, as I've said before, it's not my favourite type of game. The kind of chase horrors, but some of them are done well. That one probably isn't, but I'm willing to try it. And this one, I'd never even heard of this until I saw it. It is Shame Legacy. This one doesn't have too bad of a sleeve. Talking of bad sleeves, I don't think I've got it here to hand. Damn it. When I opened up the Mortuary Assistant, if I remember, I'll put a picture of it. The cover of that game underneath the sleeve is one of the worst I've ever seen. It looks like AI generated, like detective novel artwork on a book or something. It's so bad looking. But this, I think this is something to do with like either being trapped by or investigating a cult. It looks like you do a lot with like a staff thing. I don't know. I'd never heard of it. But for all three of these games, it was like pretty cheap. So I wasn't going to say no. Well below like CEX price. And that one's sealed, so. For the horror set, I'm slowly but surely working through the horror games. It takes me a while. Then on another thing on the Discord thing, they do the odd random free like giveaways or put your name on a wheel thing and you get stuff. And I won these. I entered it only because I wanted one game from it, which was a Monster Hunter World. I've not played much of the Monster Hunter games. I've played the PSP ones, and that's about it. And I didn't get too deep into them. But this one looks quite interesting, so it's probably going to... I'll either love it or hate it, but if I hate it, I'll still go for a platinum on it. I imagine that's an absolute slag to do. I imagine it's a massive game. But it also came with sealed copies of Ratchet and Clank and Gran Turismo Sport. As you can see, they're all on the hits label. I don't want to go down the journey of collecting all of them, but if I see them and they're cheap, I might. I've got a couple. It just means I'll put the ones I've already got with these ones, so they won't stick out like a sore thumb on the shelf. They'll be with other ones. Right. I think that's everything that I've traded, picked up, bought from markets, all that. So, on to the next bit. Gonna swig my drink, then I'll be back. Yeah, and it's a pretty waffly video. And I keep forgetting. I keep looking at my screen, not the camera. So I just look like I can't make eye contact with you. Not that I can anyway, you're on the other side of a screen, aren't you? Never mind. Yes, it was the Turnbury Titans 24-hour live stream. This year, a great bunch of YouTubers went up. I can't off the top of my head remember everyone. It was Big Game Owl, Chicken Fillets, Retro Ed, the Review Ting, Dad and Lads Gaming, Marcus and Tommy. Is that everybody? Feed Me Chicken was going to go, but he didn't go. Scott Glory Hunter went up in the last minute. I did actually try to get up there, but I couldn't get anybody to look after me dog or anything that quick. And it would have meant finishing work, then doing a 9-hour drive to Scotland, which would have probably not helped me on the 24 hours. But I did try to stay up at the same time, and I was posting links and things to what was going on in places that I could to try and drum up some support for him. And I was entering most of the giveaways to try and win some stuff. I did not win anything. Not a thing. Doesn't mean I haven't ended up with a lot of stuff though. The girlfriend was also entering, and she should be buying some lottery tickets that day. She was winning everything. But what we'll start with, what it was different bundles. So every hour it was £10 to get your name on a wheel, and then you could win whatever was in this bundle. And there was lots of them. I actually donated quite a bit of stuff to go into the bundles for people. Luckily, didn't win any of my stuff back. But yeah, hopefully that was... the stuff was good. Yeah, they raised a ridiculous amount of money running this. And it is... I'm hoping by the time I get this video up, it's still open. If you want to go and donate more to them, it's in aid of like the Glasgow Children's Hospital, so it's a good cause, and hopefully they're going to do it again next year. I'd happily go back if they asked me to. The first year was amazing. They beat our record, which is what we wanted them to do. So yeah, just I would say hats off to you, but that will just make my hair go mad, so I'm not going to do that. I'm talking shit tonight, aren't I? Never mind. Right, so what did Chrissy win? She said anything from these bundles that I don't have, I can have, and she'll do whatever she wants with the rest. She might have her bit downstairs with them all, or might trade little bits to get bits for her own collection, because we've already got copies of them, that kind of thing. But this isn't the order in which she won them. I think this was the last thing she won, but I will show this one first. I think this was donated by James from the Ghetto Gang. It is Super Game Boy. It is boxed. It has a manual in it. I think when he donated it didn't have a manual. I think called Barna. I think he supplied a manual for it, I think. But yeah, I don't have a Super Game Boy, so that will be going on my limited shelf space somewhere. Don't know where. But that came with a few other little bits. So as I said, it was all bundles, so it came with other stuff. It came with a copy of Jimmy White's snooker or whatever it is. I've got this on the Game Boy Advance already. I've got a box copy of it, I think, unless I got rid of it. I don't know. So I don't know what she's doing with anything that I don't have. She might trade it with people for stuff, or find ways of getting bits for her collection from it. Another one I think I've already got is Walt Disney World Magical Racing Tour or something. I'm pretty sure I've got this as well. But the one from these that I don't have is it just called Game Boy Wars or something? I think it's the first game in the like Advance Wars kind of stuff. I'm pretty sure it's just called Game Boy Wars. So yeah, so it's like a tactical like war game. I've never played it. I've played Advance Wars though, and that's actually really good. So I'd like to see how that works. Being in Japanese might be pretty difficult, but I'll give it a go. But that also came with some other bits. There was these 2 top 50 Game Boy games, Volume 1 and 2. Off the top of my head, I cannot remember, but they're made by a YouTuber, and I'm really sorry. I will try to remember to put across the bottom. But it contains bits from people like RetroEd, Gordon's in here, John Bunday, people I know and speak to all the time. So, yeah, I've heard people talking about these a lot, and I was tempted to grab some, but I didn't know where to get them from. So, yeah, just good. I'm going to sit there and enjoy and read them. I can't remember who it was. It's really bugging me who made these. I feel bad. They had this as well. It was a Super Play magazine, Super Nintendo magazine. I think this was in that bundle. But, yeah. I'll have a look through that. It'll be interesting to read. I have to keep spinning because there's a lot of stuff on the floor now. Hopefully I was able to cut out me turning, digging stuff off the floor. You don't want to see my fat titties jiggling, do you? Right. She won an Xbox One bundle. So it came with an Xbox One. I'm not going to show the console. Everybody knows what an original Xbox One looks like. But it came with a stack of games. So they are Rise, Son of Rome, Day 1 edition. A game I've already got that. Far Cry 5 Gold edition. I can't remember if this requires a code or not. But this should come with Far Cry 3 and some other bits. Yeah, it comes with like Far Cry 3 Classic, but I can't remember if you need a code for that, whether or not it's just downloads when you put it in. But I've never played Far Cry 5, I have played Far Cry 3 Classic. Evil Within 2, heard it's very good. I have got it on the Xbox. I haven't actually played it, because I didn't finish the first one. Apparently this one's much better. Forza Horizon 3, again, a game I've got. I've beat this, 1000G'd it, all the DLC and everything. It's an alright game, yeah. The Forza Horizon games started to get a bit boring, didn't they? I think it got a bit boring after 2. I think that's the one in Australia. That wasn't as bad as number 5. Is that one in Mexico? And it's just like, there's no scenery pretty much. It's all desert, then you get the odd bit of greenery, and that's it. And the best deal in gaming ever, Rare Replay. Already got it. So, I said, I don't know what she's doing with these. Then we have Jedi Fallen Order. I don't know if I have this. I might not have this one. So I will steal this one off her if I need it. I don't know if I have this on the Xbox One. I might do, I might not. But if I do, if I don't, I'll have it. But it's Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I've actually heard a lot of good things about this. Everyone's been banging on about it. I hate Assassin's Creed after 2. So I will give this a go and see if it changed my mind. One that I've got digital only, don't have a physical of, so I'll be stealing this, is Mirror's Edge Catalyst. Actually, what I've played of this is good fun. Not as good as the first Mirror's Edge. The first Mirror's Edge felt more like a time trial based thing. This went with a more open worldness to it, which I preferred the smaller scale of the first game, but yeah. One that I've played a lot of, I actually would like to finish this. I might try to get it on the PlayStation and do the Platinum, but it's Trackmania Turbo. This is a ridiculously difficult like racing game where people you get like small little tracks, like really small, like they take a couple of seconds, but you've got to be precise as anything with them, and it's really good fun. Don't know if I have the Xbox version. Definitely don't have this. Darksiders 3. Yeah, I've not played Darksiders since Darksiders 2. What else? There's Genesis. And that. Is that all of them? Is this the one that's a bit more like a Souls-like? I don't know. Another one I don't think I have. I have this on the PS4, but I don't think I have an Xbox One, which is Doom Eternal. I've not played it. I've played Doom 2016, which is great. I've not played Doom Eternal. And I don't think I have Valkyria Revolution either. So I will give this a go. Is this a remake, is it, of the old game? I don't know. Don't know much about it. But that wasn't all of it. She won more. Let me get the next one. This is something I wanted to win, and she said she was going to help me try and win it. So she went in for it. It is a white PS4. Does have a white controller with it. So yeah, came complete with a white controller. I just really like the look at this console. And I've got not much space on my PS4s left. So I'll just add another one to the rig, shall we? Just so I've got more space. But yeah, that's awesome. That also came with a stack of games. But we'll start with this one, which was something I've always had my eye on, which is the Mafia 3 Collector's Edition. This has got like vinyls and everything in it. I won't try and dig it all out, but yeah, that's absolutely huge. Where am I going to put it? No idea, but we'll work something out. Where am I going to put it now? Somewhere down by my feet. Right, and the stack of games. Again, I need a couple of these, and then the rest she does whatever she wants with. Got Call of Duty Black Ops 3, which also has a copy of Spider-Man rolling around inside it. So if that's not meant to be in there, Gordon, let me know and I'll send it back. I won't put them there, otherwise that'll mix them up. Far Cry 4, a game I have beat on the Xbox. I don't know if I actually have this on the PS4. It's a good game. I enjoyed this one. A game I've definitely got on the PS4 and I've beaten. Drive Club. Fantastic game. Like, genuinely really good racer. I don't know why it got so much hate when it came out. One that I don't know if I've got this on the PS4. I've got it on 360. And I've got it on the Xbox One twice, because there's a Game of the Year edition and a standard one. It's Shadow of Mordor. A game that I really enjoyed when I first started playing it, because you get your Nemesis system and all the orcs, and they can like remember your battles, and you can slay them and take out the different hierarchy. But what annoyed me with it is you can't kill them all. They just keep coming back. I wanted to wipe them all out, so there was not a single one left, and I was just like stood there victorious, and you can't do that, and that annoyed me. This is one that I was actually aiming to try and get a UK copy of this at some point, but it's ridiculously expensive. But I always thought I'll get it from CEX when it's in, or find some way of getting it. But to be honest, this version isn't very expensive. I think it's probably a 30 quid game. So yeah, it's a good prize, and this like was a tenner in or something. But it's Tokyo Xanadu. I've been after the Vita version of this for a while, because it's one of the ones I'm missing from the PAL set. But yeah, it's like a little RPG kind of thing. I don't know if it's like Persona with like school things, and I don't really know that much about it. But yeah, I can't argue with that. And this is the version I will keep. I won't aim for a PAL one, because this has more of a meaning behind it now, rather than just getting a version because it's got a PEGI rating on the front and it's expensive. Yeah, I'd rather take this one. We got Slime Rancher Deluxe Edition. I've tried to play this on the Xbox. It did seem quite fun, but I kept feeling bad walking away from my slimes. So my OCD kept making me go back, and I didn't want to go too far. But I need to break that and give it a go, because it seems like it'd be a really good game. Yeah, you basically start a little ranch, and you like hoover up these little slime things and put them in little pens and get them to do stuff for you and that. I reckon Chris, you'll really enjoy that one. There's Tournament Tides of Nimara. Is it Nimara or something? I don't know. It's got a sticker on the front of it. I can't see what it says. I have a feeling isn't this like a Baldur's Gate game or something? Something along those lines. I don't know. I think it's a top-down, like, might be Diablo-y. I don't know. I'll have to give it a go. NHL 16. Yeah, I'm not a big hockey fan. I used to like the old NHL Hits kind of games, but I haven't played anything newer. It's probably not going to be for me, but I'll give it a go. I don't have it. Yeah, then we got Destiny. There's always got to be a Destiny in anything. No matter what you do, PS4 bundle. Win one, buy one, always Destiny. And the other one that I really wanted from the bundle was Ninja 5.0. Yeah, it's a limited run game. I can't remember. Is it a beat 'em up or is it a platformer? I don't know. But all I know is it was in that bundle and I wanted to give it a go. Because, of course, I'm trying to always get all the PS4 limited run games. So it's one I didn't have. But yeah, I'll have to give it a go. But that, I think, is everything. Let's quickly look around. I think that's everything. So yeah, as you can see why I might not put footage for all of these. And I've waffled on way too long with this. So I'm going to end this. Again, if the donation page is still live, please go and donate to the Turnbury Titans and the Glasgow Children's Hospital. It's on a Just Giving page. I'll hopefully add a link to it in this. Hopefully I'll remember. If not, go over to Gordon Gib84 Gaming's channel and you'll see it there. He's got it everywhere all over his channel. So yeah, with that, I'm going to bugger off. Have fun, people.